Island pass. Nice double Masters Island. Here's Julian. So as I mentioned a moment ago, both players making their debut today on 90s MTG. I don't think we've featured either of them before. Standstill with Currency Converter versus a pretty stock Delver list. And here's Dragon's Rage Channeler, Mishra's Bauble, Surveil. Dump Murktide into the graveyard. And okay. Not sure what happened for a second there, but that was the Mishra's Bauble revealed. Prismatic Ending removes the Dragon's Rage Channeler immediately. And passing the turn. Vibes with a question in the chat, so I brought this up on YouTube, but how do you guys feel about Standstill in a Days Undoing shell? I personally feel like they fit in different decks, but I'm curious what other chatters and commenters think. Wasteland took out Caracas, and here's a Brainstorm. On end step, it looks like. Thinking about dazing here, maybe? Nope, let's a resolve.
It's not action, not even one action. Not action. By me walking here, it is. Oh.
All right, fetching with Flooded Strand down to 19. Life total is a little bit difficult to see, but I think we're okay for now. Get some basic planes. Delver thrown into the trash. Looks like it's getting removed. Prismatic Ending.
Bang, strip mine. Come back, restricted. You have a ponder.
Here's Ponder.
I just need one meal.
Flooded Strand.
Standstill.
I basically.
Standstill. Let's see if that walks into a daze.
English version of that.
Not sure what's happening here. Maybe the Oracle text for Standstill? I guess because it appears to be in maybe Chinese. It's so small I can't even see what language that is.
If I was ready to get a yellow,
All right, a fetch and response. Eddie the Intern, earning a brand new badge with the 9-month sub. Thank you, Eddie the Intern. Thanks, Eddie. All right, the main deck Power Blast takes out the Standstill on the stack.
I have you at 14. 4 slots, sir.
And here's Murktide.
Two counters? Two counters.
All right, 2 counters on the Murktide.
Or 1, 2, 3.
Swords to Plowshares on Murktide is getting forced. Pitching Brazenbauer. Forced back, pitching Shark Typhoon. This is quite a battle over a Swords on a Murktide.
Yep.
You're at 13.
You can move. Here you go.
I think that's the first time we've seen the Mischief Swords to Plowshares on stream. I dig it. It looks crazy in person.
Boom. Turn game 1, Maddening Hex. Shit down like that.
Main board maddening. Honestly, Not the worst idea.
That's kind of what happened with Minskin move. It started as a 1 of in a board, and now it's like fucking 4 of in some mains.
All right.
Bolt you?
Lightning bolt you. Okay. And another Murktide. Looks like it'll resolve. So looks like a 6/6 Murktide. Teferi Time Raveler bounces Murktide. That's a good one. Teferi's so good.
Drop from that. Your go.
Yeah, a little bit of vulgar language there.
That is one.
I'm trying to keep it clean here.
Ripped it. Let's go. Delver fucking mode, bro.
Some people have pointed out to me they do appreciate the clean show. They're able to watch 90s MTG with kids in the room, grandparents in the room, brothers and sisters in the room, pets in the room, next door neighbors visiting in the room. Everybody gets the idea.
7, 8. I can get rid of one. It doesn't.
All right, Wasteland hits the table. Lightning Bolt takes out Teferi.
It's an uncounterable 4/4.
Yeah, buddy.
There's a plane cycle, finds a planes. That was Timeless Dragon put into the graveyard there with plane cycling. Plane cycling, an ability that they should probably do more with. I like the land cycle abilities, Wizards of the Coast, if you're watching. I'm a fan.
Narset, eh?
Narset A. Narset resolves and immediately minuses. Cantrips shut off now for Julian. Source to Plowshares gets found. It's put into hand. Yeah, we need Eternal Dragon.
Okay, no, we're in good shape. Well, it's it.
Well, now we just.
Wait.
That's fine.
Oh, we don't outbreak.
No, now we do this. And 3 more on.
Oh no.
It smells like a 5 mana fucking 5/5 into my Swords to Plowshares. I mean, Lightning Bolt would be a good start.
What does Julian need here? I mean, obviously a bolt removes Narset. All right, it'll be a Murktide. 5/5 Murktide. Source of Plowshares is available and getting cast here.
Did have it.
I got it from my Norse.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
So I'm rewinding this game in my head right now. What do you think, chat? Should Julian have fired off Force of Wills to protect a Murktide from Source to Plowshares? Or should those Force of Wills be, again, we're talking about like generally speaking, every situation is different, your hand, what you know is an opponent's hand. But should those Force of Wills be saved for Narset and cards like that? Wandering Emperor. Cards like that. What do you think? Does anybody care? There's a Timeless Dragon, eternalized from the graveyard. Beautiful token.
You make it.
All right, attacking for 4. Ponder. Maybe forgot about Narset here. Ponder's not the worst when you're locked under Narset, but Esperite says, I think if you're in the Delver seat, you need to stick the Merc and protect it to try to clock the opponent.
You stink.
All right, one card on the bottom.
Start the show.
Dragon's Rage Channeler pass.
Bag of peas. Basic. Malonze.
Prismatic Ending removes DRC. Modern Horizons trade-off.
You're a rock, man. Yeah, Darcy.
There's DRC.
You're go.
Yeah, that was a Prismatic Ending.
So many pills? Oh.
Brainstorm and a Surveil trigger. Surveil trigger will leave the card on top, it seems. Brainstorm still being thought about, maybe? Nope. Surveil. All right, Surveil put a Delver into the graveyard. Now the Brainstorm is resolving.
You're on 4 cards now, right? Did they land already? Yep.
Damn.
All looking good.
It's fun. I think you were saying though that's like
Sam on
that
camera.
there is a certain something fun about the fact that you're playing against the wolf.
You're playing together against them.
Yeah. That was good. At least we won the ball.
Sacrificing polluted delta, finding a volcanic island.
And also you reach with the space.
Well, no, that's the way you play.
Oh, you have to space.
Yeah.
1 damage. There you go.
Attacking for 1. Robert now down to 17. I'll put life totals up on the screen just because the phone is a little bit blown out. In case anybody's having trouble seeing that.
I'm gonna brainstorm on your stuff.
Rainstorm on my end step.
Yep. Good.
Yeah.
Anything plans this week?
Okay, changing the direction of the deck there before the brainstorm. I like that.
See how that. It's still nice weather, and we're just enjoying it. She's enjoying this idea that her house is clean from the government, and like she did her job. You know.
It's interesting. That play was fun.
It was really fun.
Go to my turn.
It was a nice weather.
Pretty sure I don't draw that.
It's just the line.
Make sure I'm not fucking about to cheat the game. Fun.
You see what people are trying to sell something on like eBay for, like just crazy amounts.
Okay. Dark in the chat says I almost drew an extra card, but before I drew it, I realized what I was about to do. Okay. It was a little confusing, but
Go
We figured it out.
Go ahead.
Ponder Cervelle for Julian. Leaves it on top. Lots of snapping the sleeves happening here. Island. Put into exile.
I mean, you can.
There's a island in this pond.
Yep.
In case you're
Same.
wondering.
All right. Thinking twice about putting the island into exile, I guess. Okay.
He needs a land, but he wants to spell.
That's the gist of it.
Oh yeah, you know what? I completely missed that. It was just so smooth that I thought the island into exile was completely normal, but it was not. That was a ponder, not an EI. Here's brainstorm though. We know what to do with that. Seems like Robert needs to make some land drops. Well, there's a land drop. Mountain. So this is Jeskai Standstill. Attacking for 3 now.
There's all those.
Expressive Iteration on the stack. Gets red blasted after Cervelle. Yes, we did have a recent stream where an expressive iteration was resolved like a ponder, and it got a little weird.
We're gonna get pizza in a minute. When you guys are ready. If you guys want.
I can't today, but
Yeah, but
Okay.
Red blast successfully hits the expressive iteration. Mystic Sanctuary put it back on top. That's pretty good. Delver. All right. So Delver will flip.
results.
I think we can go up here.
Hall of Helion's Generosity. All right, attacking for tapping 3 and Teferi.
This is put
An enchantment on top of my library from here.
and you're casting to fair.
Yep.
Pyroblast Cervelle. Gonna leave that expressive on top, of course. Delver flips. Taking it out of the sleeve and back into the sleeve, and that was enough for Robert. We're going to game 3. I think if my Delver opponent takes the card out of the sleeve and puts it back in the sleeve upside down, I scoop it up too. What do you think, chat? I've had just about enough of that. Stop that, everybody. Just stop it already. Okay. Misty Rainforest fetches a volcanic island. Game 3 underway. All right, we have Twitch chat calling for a hype train. Let's see if one happens here. Ponder.
Here we go.
Prismatic Vista pass. See a maddening hex in hand for Julian. Ledger Shredder. Red Blast.
Counter a blue spell.
Yes. Knife trigger.
Wait, how's that a Knife trigger? Not really sure what happened there. Dave Kaplan, thank you for 5 gift subs. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave Kaplan. How many is that now? 71 gift subs on the channel for Dave Kaplan. 71. I thought Ledger Shredder was on the stack, though. If it's on the stack, you don't connive. I don't know what's happening. Prismatic Ending takes it out. Brainstorm here. All right, a little bit of a goof there. No big deal. Maybe some miscommunication. Maybe Julian thought it was on the battlefield already. I don't know.
If I had all the cards I needed, I would have played Minskin Brew tonight. You have Minskin Brews? I have 2. I got 3 of them.
Dave Kaplan, number 3 on our all-time leaderboard for gift subs. Amazing. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that.
Minskin Brew decks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that's what I would have played.
Get some thank you, Dave Kaplan's in the chat going.
I don't know if I have one either. I don't think. Are you want to play?
All right, tapping a lot of mana here. Narset. It's good if it resolves, and it looks like it's going to stick and immediately minus.
What is
Swords
it?
to Plowshares.
Oh, it's swords. Okay, sure.
Swords to Plowshares, Mischief addition to hand, and a bolt on Narset. Usually there, I would just bolt Narset in response to the, like if I'm going to bolt Narset anyway, I'm just bolting in response to the minus. Yes, life totals, I have to update it. There's Maddening Hex and it resolves. We have not seen this card that frequently on this channel. But for anybody not aware, it is a hammer. Here's Prismatic Ending and a trigger, 3 damage. Days number 1, return to Mystic Sanctuary. Alright, Hex gets exiled. Mystic Sanctuary gets returned to hand. A little bit of housekeeping happening here. There's Ponder. How many times per stream do you think I say ponder or brainstorm, those 2 words? How many times per stream on average? Can someone start keeping track? Can we have someone just keeping track? Someone keep track. Volunteer.
Play alone. Just play alone.
Mystic Sanctuary.
So brutal right now.
Out of here, bro. Sheesh. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm trying to draw.
Wizards won't release the data, yeah.
Fucking migraines.
I mean, when they eventually have a, much like Hadouken for Lightning Bolt, when they eventually have replacements for Brainstorm and Ponder, forget about it. Forget about it. I'm never using those words ever again.
One singular card.
By the way, and this is like the thing that I've spoken out about that nobody appreciates my efforts on this. We got a Street Fighter Secret Lair before Mortal Kombat, and I think that was wrong. I think that was disrespectful and aggravating.
What's there?
That these
Table ponder.
things exist in such a extensive way.
Right.
I mean, who gives a crap about Street Fighter?
That's just the trigger on the sniper.
And that was a very big thing.
People scores.
If I knew what any of it meant.
No, I think it's just scores.
Here we go.
I guess
Yep.
player.
Lightning bolt to furry, surveil trigger.
I think that it's like,
You're at 50.
Here we go.
what's your other number?
I guess we don't have any Mortal Kombat fans watching. What a shame.
One card.
Did you do any of that?
I think this is an end step brainstorm. Swords to Plowshares on the DRC. And here's the Dragon's Rage Channeler.
A counter spell.
Getting counterspelled. Modern staple. Counterspell. Modern staple.
How was that before?
I know this. I miss it. So
All right, an excitement as a cycled Shark Typhoon happens on end step. Oh, what is that? What is that? Is that a Pokemon card? What even was that? Hey, get that out of here. All right, here's Currency Converter.
where are you just
Go.
That's not expressive iteration. White, red.
I think you're hitting plateau here. All right, cycling another Shark Typhoon, and there's that token again. Currency Converter does its thing. Currency Converter now putting the card into the graveyard to create a rogue. Oh my goodness. It's a zombie. Oh man, the YouTube commenters are going to go nuts.
No, it's nothing changed. I just don't know how well it runs.
Ah!
No, nothing changed.
We have to get Robert some rogue tokens.
Ponder's fun.
Streets of New Capenna was only like a month ago. There's no excuse. Raise your hand if you're in the chat and you have your rogue tokens for Currency Converter.
And then I was going to vision from instead of
So you should, you know, let's do a big it's on Friday. I'll come to your house. I'll do the setup and we'll be sure.
All right, people are sharing rogue token links in the chat.
Begin.
All right, a concession here from Julian. We're just playing, everybody.